Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie, you understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky, and never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. Take her higher, higher, fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher, fly up out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running, show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up, you're with the army. Ready when the truth act up, nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof I touch, put up a guard and count to 10. Lion's den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire then. Fast forward to the grown things now, I'm working on them soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days. Cold days. Never been a product of a flawless environment. Never acted like I'm higher than you. And I still pray, dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Cause I would rather be running away. I would rather be running. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away. I need to get away now. I need to get away.
Hey, my little rays of sunshine. Happy Friday. Y'all, it's the weekend already. It is the weekend already. I hope everybody's having a great day. Please put a one in the chat if you can hear me, just to be sure. To Miss Marilyn, I can't remember the lady's name, but what I'll do is I'll get it and I will post it in my comments, because I don't forget. I probably should have. Miss Ruthie Green, Raymond, thank y'all for coming in. So before I get started, we're going to make our little church announcements. You know, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please tell your neighbors, family, and friends to come on over here to Brits Block and find out what's going on. And make sure you turn on your notification bell so whenever I upload a new video, you'll be informed. And if you would like to be a blessing to my channel, you can through Cash App, $ on Brits Block, super stickers, super thanks, super chats, and you can also become a member for that $1.99. So these are our church announcements. Please give them yourself accordingly. Yeah, I'm trying to slow down because I get in here and just get started and running and be ready to get out. So I'm trying to start pacing myself so that I do better. So, thank you, Miss Raymond, Raymel. I hope I say your name right. Thank you. Auntie Greta, hey, say I'm here been waiting for an hour. Auntie Greta, I'm sorry. I was going to put stuff in there and it was messing up. It was making me mad. So Miss Sharon, Miss TNG Mom, So y'all, before we get into this, let's go ahead and get this little intro started, and I'll be right back with you. I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. I just got to get something to drink in the wrong minute. So again, thank you for everybody. Make sure you tell your neighbors to come on over here. I got a little surprise for them. So you know that for me, for the reunion, I always think different. I never think inside the box. I think it's too hard to stay inside the box. So for the reunion, I broke it down to the Last Supper because basically what it is with Melody and these people, especially these women on this Love and Marriage Huntsville, this was the Last Supper because when she finished with them at this time, it's over. And I feel like looking at the reunion, it was a lot of stuff that Melody wanted to say. And a lot of times, you know, she got to keep it cute and classy. Melody is the type person that stands on business, and she has to keep herself, you know, carry herself accordingly. And sometimes when we want to say some things, but we just can't quite say them out our mouth like we want to. So she just say them via Brit's thought, you know, on Brit's brain. And, you know, so, you know, Last Supper number 1 was with Tuna Cat and Dustina. You know, she had to go ahead and let them know, you know, I don't like y'all. And then our part 2 was with Trish and Kimmy, you know, the little side piece coalition. So this part 3 is with Nell and it is with Stormy. And it's also a little bonus, it's 2 bonus clips in here. So y'all, let me read the comments before I get started because I'm trying to slow down some. Auntie Greta says, Stoop, your last video on the Orange Man and the government not monetized was on. So Auntie Greta say, look at your stuff, Stoop, because you ain't paying attention like you should. So y'all, this is broke. So if it's gaps in this, it's broke down in 3 clips because for some reason, StreamYard won't put it all together. But so if you ever wonder why I repost the things again, I take them outside of the live and put them the cartoons separately so that I can put in my playlist. So if you ever want to go back and watch a video and don't want to have to go through the whole live again, I automatically take the videos out of my about a day or 2, I take the videos out of my live and then I put them into the playlist. So anything that you want to watch, you can go back through to the playlist and you can see them. And Marilyn said, and by the way, Britt, you are very talented. I love your channel. When you do Mel and Sonny and really any of them, I enjoy them so much. And I said it to Mel and Sonny, you need to be a cartoonist. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Auntie Greta said, I'm so glad Mel is done with them mofos. Auntie Greta, I am too. So y'all helping me talk. I'm trying to get to the 10-minute mark. Oh, also, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this out here now. If you watch when Tay talk short the other day, I custom made Tay a shirt that says shut up. And when I saw the messages, I saw quite a few people wanting that shirt. So I guess if you want to order the shirt and you want a shirt, inbox me, direct message me either on Brit's blog at gmail.com, or you can on Instagram and it's on Brits Block 76. So, student, if you can put on Brits Block 76 in the chat for me, and onbritsblock@gmail.com. If you wanted that shirt, I custom made it myself, and I make the shirt myself too. So I will get them done and get them out to you and send you an invoice and all that. So y'all, we have made it to the 10-minute mark. Oh, let's go into let's get into this. Remember, if it's a cutting edge because of this doggone StreamYard. Okay.
Hey y'all, it's me again, Sister Got Body. When I tell you, just call Melody, the cleanup woman, because she's out here cleaning these holes up. Y'all know she started with Tuna Cat and Destina, then the Side Piece Coalition, Kimmy and Trish, and now the Backstabbers, Nell and Stormy. And she also has 2 bonus clips. Let's get into this.
Hey, this Nell. How are you doing?
Hey, Mel. It's so good to see you. How have you been doing?
I'm good, but I don't know how good it is going to be to see me after this conversation. Stormy, how are you?
Hey, Belle, long time no see. You got me wondering, what is this unexpected dinner all about?
Okay, pump your brake. You are soon gonna find out. Well, ladies, I've met with Tuna Cat, that's Lord Death Thema, the Side Piece Coalition, and now the Backstabbers. You are all of my enemies. Like I told the ladies earlier, God has prepared this table before me in the presence of my enemy long enough. This is the final Last Supper.
You know, when the both of you came on the show, I thought you were going to be different. I thought you really were my friends. But at the end of the day, like Maya Angelou said, when they show you who they are, believe them. Melody, I can't believe that you are sitting here in my face calling me a backstabber.
Miss Mel, no, you have really disappointed me. Because at this big AARP car age, you have said time and time again that we are friends. We're friends, yet you have been a backstabber to me.
Melody, what do you mean? I was your friend. I am your friend.
You said it right the first time. You was my friend. As couples, we would hang together, we would laugh together, we would just cry together and just have so much fun. But before you became a full-time cast member, you were truly my friend. But now that old saying, ain't no fool like an old fool, that's you. Miss Nell, the way you were whining and crying about being a mentor as if you was getting a check. First of all, you need to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. You have kids over there you need a mentor. You have them going to jail, having mental issues themselves. And let's talk about your stepdaughter. She is doing a 20-part series about how horrible her dad and her stepmama is. So you need to get that together before you try to mentor anybody. What type of mother are you to let an old, fluid-out cougar pass around horror like Dustina to date your son?
Mel, now you're going too far. My son is grown. I cannot help who he likes. No, I don't like him being with Dusty, but there's nothing I can do.
Miss Nell, let's look at this. Let's look at the word mentor.
Mentor, advise, or train someone, especially a younger colleague. Both trainees were expertly mentored by a site supervisor.
Okay, let's look at the word counselor.
Counselor, a person trained to give guidance on personal, social, or psychological problems. A marriage counselor.
You were my counselor with me and my baby daddy. You were not my mentor.
Okay, listen to the definitions. Maybe I was a counselor and not a mentor. I apologize.
So looking at the definitions, you were a supposedly counselor, which you did a bad job at because me and my baby daddy are no longer together. You wanted me to be that fool that you were to stay there with him because you waited for Fletcher for over a year. But it's a different story. I was not going to allow him to continue to cheat on me and plus have a baby on the side. He probably stayed with Fletcher because you know it's your karma. Because isn't that how you got him by being a side piece? I might should have put you in a side piece coalition because you are a backstabbing side piece.
I am not a side piece.
And you, Stormy, since you think everything is so funny over there, You are up next.
Bitch, you ain't gonna talk to me the way you talk to Miss Nell.
You at home with your sound bowls and crystals, trying to act like you one with the universe, when all alone you a two-headed snake. We both have successful businesses, and we could have came together and made money. But we could have done nothing with bull-faced Betty, your mama always ending groups talking about me. When we first met and we was talking about business and everything, I really thought we was gonna do good together. When we went to the little Galentine's tea and you about to box this me, I really thought you had my back. But then when I go on sabbatical like I do all the time, during the breaks, you get mad and come back. You were only trying to find a reason to be mad, because when I tried to slam you, you didn't listen. You reached out to me. I didn't reach out to you. And then you didn't tell me that you knew my baby daddy and it's brace face baby mama, because you knew you wouldn't have been on this show.
Melody, I think you're just jealous of me.
Let me make this clear. I would never be jealous of anybody that made eggs and roast repellent. Out of Crisco on and vegetable oil. So number one of your biggest downfall is going to be say the strongest warrior, your mama. She's always talking about me working at my house. I work smarter, not harder. You have moved to 3 or 4 buildings. People are not getting their product or their money. Your product is defected. We have yet to see how you make your product. I guess if we go to Alibaba,
My stuff is not from Alibaba. I make it in-house like I said. You the one sit here always want to show your chemist. I don't have to show how I make my product. Don't worry about me.
baby, ain't nobody worried about I can't believe it's not butter. Over there, I like my butter on my bread, not on my body. You really are not a good friend, because if you were, you would have Destina over there in her broom closet, sell those 4 products that she has. Miss Nell, my final parting words to you. First of all, grow up. You are hanging with people that are almost your kids' age, and you're talking about being a mentor. How are you mentoring them in the club? And next, I never thought the day would come that we would not be friends. We were always that we hung out, we laughed, we did so much together. But the love of money is the root of all evil, and I see that you would do anything for $1 to be on a TV show. Stormy, you're next. One thing I would say, you should have kept Clear Kyle, because he helped turn your business around and get you on the map. But you have a hood-rich mentality that gives you nowhere in life or business. I would have helped you because I like to see everybody win. And you tried to use my slogan, they're not like us. No, you're not like us. All I can say to you is, hi ho, get back. Now that my journey is over on Kiss My Assville, it's now time for me to give this table. And all I can say to y'all is bye, you backstabbing bitches. Hey, Sonny, it's so good to see you. How are you doing?
Hey, Mel. I'm doing good. It's good to see you. How are you?
You know, I'm doing good. I feel better. I had to give a few go to hell messages, but that's not with you. Sonny, I just want you to know that I appreciate you for being your authentic self. You came on this show where you got thrown on the show and have went to hell with Destina, with you and Moses, but you kept it cute. So I wanted to take this time and let you know that I appreciate you for being real and standing on business the whole time you been on the show and not flipping.
Mel, thank you for such kind words. Yes, it was hard coming from behind the camera to being on camera, especially dealing with a thought box. But I like to get to know people for themselves. So that's what I want to do, get to know you for you. And thank you for allowing me to come on this show and just to be around.
You know, I will be getting with you for us to do some different projects because we are going to win together. Because one thing, they are not like us.
You are definitely right about that. They are not like us and will never be like us.
Before I go, I want to give honors to one of the most transparent people that I know, and that's Kiki Jabar. Kiki life was an open book here on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She was a testimony to so many people. Regardless of how people think I felt about Kiki, I loved Kiki. Kiki was my friend, and she was my friend till the end. So I want to take this time to honor her life and her legacy through this video that Britt made.
I shall wear a crown. shall see his face. One day I will. When it's all over, I can't wait to get there. When it's all over, I shall wear the crown. Yes, I will. I shall.
I come to you today with the question of the day. Why do sometimes when we know that God has put a gift on the inside of us, why do we hide it? Why are we scared and fearful to share it with the world? Even after He has confirmed it to us time after time after time again, and you ignore it time after time after time again. Self-doubt often leads to self-pity. And if you don't move, then nothing happens. You know the saying, make some shake. Make it shake. Shake it fast. It reminds me of, you know how when you're fussing at a kid about something over and over and over again, like, you know, my 12-year-old, I don't get why he doesn't get certain things. Why do I have to tell him the routine when he comes in the house? Don't pull your shoes off and put them on the floor over and over and over again. It is so frustrating. It's like, why don't you get it? And it makes you just kind of, you know, sometimes want to go inside the head. Sometimes I think that's how God feels with us. It's like, why don't you get it? I put this on the inside of you. I've told you what you were supposed to do. I've confirmed it through several sources, several times, and you still won't move. Why are you scared? What are you fearing? Why are we so scared to put ourselves out there and dare to be different? Dare to try to be who we were meant to be? Why? Sometimes I think that God says to us, if you don't move, then I won't push you to move. But if you do, just take a step, I'll push you in the right direction. And before you know it, you'll be running. And a lot of times we know that and we still are too fearful to do it. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Have faith. He is the know-all of know-all, right? So if He put something on the inside of you, then that means that He gave you the tools that it takes to bring it into manifestation. He gave you what it takes. You already have it. You possess it on the inside. You just have to use it. Bring it up. Stir up the gift and use it so that He can bless it. But He can't bless what's not moving. Take a step forward. Have faith. Kiki. Note to self. Have a great evening.
Kiki, we know to be absent from this body is to be present with the Lord. And one day we see you again. We love you and we miss you. Mwah. Child, I tell you, we finally made it to the end. Y'all, don't cry. I'll still be out here in the YouTube streets. Don't worry about it. But I hope you enjoyed it. And again, Kiki, we miss you and we love you. Rest easy, baby.
All right, y'all, I'm back. I don't know. It's crazy because I do a lot of memorial videos, and sometimes it get hard to just sit down and watch them when I'm working. You know, kind of focus on what I'm doing. But when you go back and you watch the end product, it's kind of like hard. But you know, to Kiki, Jabar, rest easy. Rest easy. You fought a good fight. You ran this race and you finished this course well, regardless of what nobody says. And even with Melody, I see a lot of people felt as though she turned her back on Kiki, but she didn't. Melody just knew what she had been through. She never told her on that last episode, we'll no longer be friends. She never told her, I no longer talk to you or be there for you. She didn't say that. She just said, I'm going to have to, we still going to be friends, but kind of from a distance. And sometimes as friends, we do that. We can be friends with somebody for years, but as time go on and things happen, we get distant from that person. But Mel never did give up on her. And I felt like it was so distasteful for Sonny to bring up what you did for her concerning her funeral. If I do something for you, believe me, you will never hear from me. I don't need praise in what I do for nobody. If I do it for you, I do it from the kindness of my heart. Because even at that time, what little bit they did give Kiki, we need to remember her life. Because Kiki was a testimony to so many women and men out here that are going through. And it's just a disease, because the thing is, when it comes out to prescription, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know the side effects of what they're giving you. So it wasn't like she was out here on the street or hard the way they want to portray her life. She just like a lot of people. We go in here, we have surgeries, and we have babies, and we have all this kind of stuff, and they give us something for pain, and next thing you know, it makes us feel good. It does something to us. This is like, I don't know if I can see the words. I'm saying morphine. It makes me delusional. I mean, I start seeing stuff. So it's like I know stuff I can't have, and you never know how your body's gonna react to something until you get on it. So to Kiki, rest easy. You fought a good fight, and I pray that our men and your mama and those kids right now are doing well, because they tried to destroy them with words after the fact. But we bind up all the little spirits that they had around them. That's just like right now. Uncle One, the Golden Girls over there, Dorothy, Blanche, and Sophia over there having a hard time because they over there fighting amongst each other. And I said a lot of stuff that Wanda's getting right now is your karma, because the way you did her and the way you thought that same person that's laughing at her did her, he's doing the same thing to you. You see how all it did was just come around the block. Life can repeat itself in so many ways, but that's why you have to be so careful about what you do and say to people. And it's crazy. So let me go back up here to some of these comments. Yeah, I gotta try to get myself together. I'm glad that y'all like this. This is the final bit of the Last Supper. I'm gonna put them all together eventually. Auntie Greta said Kiki was a good-hearted person and tried too hard to be accepted and loved from her family. And Auntie Greta, you're right. Because you would think that they were not like distant cousins or distant family. This is your aunt, this is your daddy's sister. And your aunt's daughter, and they tried to destroy you because you wouldn't get on here and destroy somebody else. Kiki probably had that same mentality that I have. If you ain't never done that to me, what I'm be mad at you for? You ain't done that to Brit. So okay. You don't like her, that's your problem. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But she could see, and she knew who was her two friends. And you gotta know in life who your friends are. Cause sometimes I tell you, family ain't always thicker than blood. They ain't gonna always stick beside you. It could be like oil and water. They don't mix. Water down here, all is floating up on top. And there's no love in the middle. So it is what it is. Auntie Greta said, Bridget, you outdone yourself. Thank you, Auntie Greta. Trying to go down and see some of these. And Miss Mary says she just got caught up in the BS of what beautiful soul we lost. And Miss Mary White, she did. And hello, love. I didn't speak to you earlier. And you know I love you so much, Miss White. She did get caught up. Because the thing is, a lot of times people out here on YouTube, they do feel like they can find, they want to have somebody to talk to. They go to bloggers and they make you think, they butter you up like you some toast and put you in the oven and make you feel all warm and fuzzy, like they with you, and they turn their backs on you. So you got to be careful about the people you attach yourself to out here on YouTube Street. some of these content creators subscribe. I don't care who it is. I ain't talking about nobody in particular. I'm just saying she thought that she found a friend to him. You know, okay, let me go over here and I'm gonna interview you. Okay, if you need this, I'm here. They say all these good words, but you know what? At the end of the day, you got to try the spirit by the spirit. And when you start trying that spirit, it ain't right. You got to move on from right there. That's not where you're supposed to be. And Miss Dot said those words were meant for me, and I pray that everybody find comfort in this. Find comfort. Yeah, I'm trying to go down some. Auntie Greta say if you have a moment, what you did for a person is not, you should not do it all. Thank you. If you do something out of the kindness of your heart, you ain't gotta make no announcements. A lot of times when I do stuff, I don't want praise for it. I did it, and if I did it in the background, let me stay back there. I do a lot of stuff that people don't know I do. I do a lot of work that people don't. If you don't acknowledge me, I'm not gonna come up to the front and say, "Oh, I did it. I did it." And if I say Stormy did it for clout, Ms. Dot said, "Britt, you are really outdone yourself with this one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it." And Miss Mary said, Stormy was clout chasing and bragging what she has done. If it has to be broadcasted, then it shouldn't be done by the heart. She didn't do it for the heart. And I really think at the end of the day, she did it so she could throw it up in them Scott's face. Look what I did for y'all. What I did for your family that y'all didn't do. So let me just show you what I done for her. And Miss Diamond Humby said, tap on the clip to paste it. The text. This was beautiful, Britt. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And Auntie Greta said, Wanda needs to fall on her knees. You know what, Auntie Greta? She should have did that a while back. Cause hold on, Diamond Honeybee, thank you so much for gifted 5 memberships on Britt's Block. Thank you so much. Stu, can you tell me who the memberships are for, please, ma'am? You would think with Wanda, a cousin, Kiki, another cousin, no, her sister. I don't want to say her sister. Kiki, a cousin, and 5 members out of her family have left here within 6 months. And you know they normally say they go in 3s, but yours going in 5. That should give you a clue that God ain't playing, and He's soon to return. If you sitting out here being foolish, He got to pluck your flower one day. And I don't know if people think I'm gonna live forever. That's not how it works. It said it's appointed to every man. He must be unalive. So while you down here, we supposed to enjoy our life to the fullest. We don't supposed to be down and out, just I don't go nowhere. No, we live our life to the fullest because that's what He meant for us to do. Because when they say after our kingdom comes, thy will be done in earth, we ain't got to be unalive to get what the kingdom in heaven has. We can have it here. But while you here, you got to be mindful of the things that you do. Because when He come and get you, you got to stand before judgment. And when the trump sound, I don't want to be down here looking around and try to figure out how I'm going to make it to the trump sound again. No, I want to be on that first. I'm on that one. I ain't playing with you. I'm ready. I'm going. And Miss Dot said, Wanda too old to behave the way she do. That's why I say them over there, them golden girls, they over 60. So y'all need to stop playing. Y'all little candle is flickering out. It's kind of like trying to stay lit and flicking at the same time. It's time to grow up. They acting like kids. I think at my age, at my big age, 25, you shut up, Astute. You should act a certain way. But you should act, be grown. But all this bickering back and forth about stuff that don't make no sense, I ain't gonna do it. I'm glad I don't. And Miss Mary said Kiki is hunting those demons as we speak. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. They ain't had a good night's sleep yet. Because every time they close their eyes, they see her. And that honeybee says all she wanted was to be loved. And that's the thing. Kiki went back to that family when she was found when she was 13. Want to know her daddy's side of the family. And I think to this day, if she knew the hell, I'm sorry, y'all, that she was gonna go through with them people, she would have left them where they was. because her family was totally different than what is over there. But she wanted to find that love of a father, the love of my father's family, and what you get at the end of the day, while this 1.0 tuna cat and leak over there trying to make it big. While we trying to make it big and seem like we this, that, and the other, we're gonna destroy you. But that girl was a professor. So we know that Kiki was smart, educated. She was an educated black woman. She was a professor. I mean, it don't take much to be like an elementary school teacher, but a professor. Oh, you smart. Yeah. You smart. I'll tell you that. One thing, you are smart as a Lord. And I just gotta say, friends are few and wise. That's why I say you only probably got 5 good friends that you count on your hands that are truly your friends. That are truly your friends. And Peaches Cream, hey Peaches Cream, welcome to the chat, love. She said gifted one on membership, on Brits membership. Thank you. I'm going on now, y'all. So just bear with me for a minute. Um, and Miss Mary White said that old bum is going to get his, and so is Stormisha. Wait a minute, she's getting hers now. Look at God. I'm gonna play a clip in just a minute. I'm trying to get to some of the comments because as I don't look at the comments when I'm playing the video, so I make sure I stay on time. I'm gonna go back. Mama Rose said, right, I agree on that. You don't have to say anything when you do something for someone. Auntie Greta said, y'all like and share and subscribe. Thank you, Auntie Greta. Auntie Greta is the mob of all mob. She's gonna get a wrench in a minute. She is Bridget, they say absolutely beautiful tribute. You are so talented and worth the wait. Thank y'all. And Miss Dot says Stormy has no class. Who announces that you paid for a funeral? Nobody. I don't think you should announce that, period. Because it's like you taking away from the family. I don't care if you had to do a GoFundMe to go get me, go through do me, whatever you had to do. You don't need to make no announcement of what you did. That's a time right there for that family to grieve. Allow them to grieve in peace. You don't ever need to bring up, oh, she had no insurance, because you know what happened when they said that. It was some people that started saying, "Oh, Stormy said she had to pay for that. Why she ain't got no insurance?" You never know what the case is. Anything can happen of why she ain't got no insurance or what she might have had. And it could be the case that she had insurance, just never know. I mean, because these days it costs a lot to leave here. I mean, you'd be better off. I don't know how you can be better off, but it costs a lot to leave here. So it's like, you don't say, you don't know. So stop sitting back trying to figure out, and you saying this and you got other people talking about, oh, she didn't have this, she should have been prepared. A lot of people ain't prepared. You got people that's 60, 70, 80 years old, they ain't prepared. So just get over that. Astute, yes, 25 and still 25. Mama Ross said they're afraid to go to sleep at night, and they are. Miss White say, well, leak, and tied to her attention. Miss White, you know what? I be love you in the corner, Miss Mary. She said, well, leak, and tied to her Trish, Tisha deep in that for what I heard this morning, and they're no longer together, allegedly. I think they've been apart before now. It ain't just started. They have been apart. Just nobody's really ever known. Hey, Miss Cathy Crew, how you doing? And for those who are late, I will play the video again so that way y'all ain't got to worry about it. And it'll be back out of the chat. So Miss Valencia said, Britt, what is the price of the shut up t-shirts? I just love it, and it will make one of the humongous sales item. At this point, there'll be $15. That's because it's a lot of moving pieces to it. At $15. So, Auntie Greta, you said to put a picture in the chat. I can't do it from here, but I will. I would put the picture of the shirt on my community wall, and it just say "Shut up." It's something that Tay always say, and Tay was saying it so much, and putting and y'all know how my mind. Well, y'all by now y'all know how my mind works. So she kept saying this, and I kept picturing this in my mind. I said that would make an excellent shirt for her to wear. So and I kept thinking, I'm thinking. So I started one day. I sat down and I started putting pieces together, just creating stuff until I got it together. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I went ahead and made the shirt and sent it to Tay because I was like, this has been on my mind for about 2 or 3 months, and I finally got it together, y'all. But Auntie Greta, I will put that shirt picture on your on my community wall, and if anybody want to buy it, want one, let me know. I can get it made, mail it out to you. So just kind of give me time and send it to my email, and Astute put my email in there on bridgeblock@gmail.com. So I'm still get to these things. And Miss Christine said, I truly thank God for Kiki Bimley, beautiful blessing to us all. She was. Kiki was a lot to a lot of people because a lot of people that probably watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, see all these other people on here, they was fake and phony. What they call it, fake is the $2 bill they say. They were fake and phony. But Kiki showed her life. Look, this is what I'm going through. I got to go here every week. They make sure I'm good. They make sure I'm clean. She was even willing to take a test online, on TV, and to show what everything is clear. And when they was trying to tell Leak to take one, Leak didn't have no words. I ain't got nothing to say. I said I ain't got nothing to say. So Stu said she did what she did that to throw it in their face. She could do that face. She could have called them and wrote them a letter and told them that. Diamond Honeybee said partly cloudy just wanted I'm trying not to call. She said she just wanted attention. You right. Auntie Greta said I would never forget one online saying she checked the flowers to see if mail sent in. It's just shameful behavior. You know what? When somebody leave here, if you buy wreaths, they when you buy that wreath for that person, it's gonna lay right down there at that cemetery, and it's gonna wither away like that person will. So it's like a lot of times it's better off to give money to the family, give money to the kids. A lot of people gave to when Tay Talk and the guy, I can't remember his name, y'all. They did a little thing for the kids, raising money for the kids to cash up and stuff. That makes more sense. Cause if you think about it, just really sit down and think about it. If you don't buy like the ferns, the green ones that you take home once they leave and they bring them back to your house, they stay alive. Well, they don't stay alive in my house. They had about 4 or 5 when my mama left here, and I was like, baby, somebody better come get these. But if you buy a wreath and you take it to the funeral home, you take it down there to their final resting place, they leave that down there, it withers away. That's a waste of money. I mean, so why would you go in there looking for that? And where about the flower that you brought, Wanda? Arca Wanda, one of Satan's strongest warriors too. Where about the flower that you brought down there and left? And Audrey say, hello, Miss Audrey. She said the snake AL still running through cast members like a disease. It is truly a little garden snake staring around the cast. Glad Mel saw the real devil behind that. And that's why you can say, that's why I could truly say that when you see all the stuff that went on when Wanda called herself trying to say that she didn't invite him to the filming, you had to. But you see that you thought you was gonna be Mel. You the star of the show now that Melon is gone. Now you the star. And you brought him down here, making him think, oh, you gonna be able to film. Now that I'm up here, what happened? They like, nope, shut it down. Finito, go to the car and security, you watching. Security, you watching. So it's sad that you thought if Melody wouldn't bring him on the show, what make you think and let him film? What make you think you can bring him to the show? He gonna film. You ain't got no pull. Baby, you like a stretched out rubber band. You ain't got no more pulling. It's over. And Mama Rose said Kiki had insurance. It had a hole on it because they wanted to make sure. And Mama Rose, thank you. Because I just thought about that. That is so true. When somebody unexpectedly leave here and it's not a medical reason that they can put their fingers on it, a lot of times they will hold it because they want to get their autopsy done. Mama Rose, thank you. Because that's a true statement. And I didn't think about that. until you just said that. That is so true because a lot of people have that known that has happened to, and they put a hold on it. And once it come back, they'll release it. Now, if the family want to pay her back now since she bragging about what she did, take your money on back because you ain't doing that for me. And Tamika Williams said the Scotts are millionaires in loans and liens on property. In a minute, they not gonna have nothing because Tisha got some in loans her name. She ain't gonna be about a popsicle or a lollipop or a Tootsie Roll because she got so many loans. And y'all out here too much, y'all making up here building a mountain. With what money? Who money y'all done stole now? All them black expos that y'all have, and I guess the money that y'all using now. And Auntie Greta said we all are going to be held accountable for our behavior when Earth is soon on Earth. Be mindful. I say it all the time, Auntie Greta, because I feel like even in your thoughts and your words, they're powerful, and so much can happen. And Mama Rose said it was released accidentally, and Amen got his money, and now bacon bit. That's good. I'm proud of them. Auntie Greta said, "Okay, family, Brit T-shirt will be on the community wall as well, and some of her other merchandise. Stay tuned to come. You bet, Auntie Greta, you better advertise me, baby. You better advertise your sweet niece." Mama Rose said there was a nice T-shirt made for Tay. I just saw a lot of people say they wanted that T-shirt, so if you would like it, I guess I'm gonna come out of retirement for my little rays of sunshine. Miss Dot said I like Kiki from the time she walked in them den of snakes, and that's all it is. That's why I say Stormy is a two-headed snake. And Mama Rose said, well, the PP loans are not being looked at, so they're gonna have lots of trouble if they didn't get it right by. Cause Destiny, she finna go down for that PP loan, and then she got the loan wasn't even paying the people that work for her. Who does that? So y'all, I'll get back to these comments, but I want to do this because I don't want nobody to leave out. So if you notice in the video when I was talking to when Mel was talking to Stormy, she said about her business not being shown and being in Alibaba. When I tell y'all how God worked, I ain't lying. When I tell you he'll work so fast. So yesterday, I was over on YouTube, and what I come across, y'all, is amazing. Miss Cat Crew, thanks for coming to the Wonder is the deplorable human being. I swear she's ignorant. Her ignorance is well. She is past ignorant. I don't even know what the word to use now. So y'all, let's get into this clip right quick, and I'll be right back.
I'm gonna show y'all our machinery that we got fabricated specifically to make body glaze. Now y'all know the room is body glaze. I'm trying to know. You can get it here. No, you can't. Body glaze has always been manufactured in Huntsville, Alabama, and now we done bought us a 500K machine, honey, to make our process even more seamless. The reason why we never shown our process is because we don't need people trying to figure out how we do something so they can dupe us like they already do. So here we go. So this is the line. Basically, all the drawers load up right here. They go onto this turntable. They go on the conveyor belt. Now, the conveyor belt then comes fill the glaze. See? Come here, I'm gonna show you. Come close. It fills the glaze from these pistons into the jars. Once it's in the jar, it goes down this conveyor belt right here. It goes through our amazing, no jars on it right now. It goes in an up and down situation while the glaze is cool. 535 glazes fit in here, and they cool within 15 minutes. These fans right here help it cool down. Come on. This is the fun part. It comes on the conveyor belt. And then, right here, twist to the top on the body glaze. Yes. It goes down here to the amazing labeling machine. Every glaze gets a label. And then it ends off on the final turntable. And honey, that is the machine in which we make body glaze with her.
All right, y'all. Let me go back for a minute. Mary White said, "Shut up," and Diamond Honeybee said, "Britt, this is your ministry." Y'all, now was I not right or was I not right? Now I have said, y'all know I have rolled Stormy back like a horse. By now it's got a dip in the back. Because Stormy have said so many times, we're making my body glasses in-house. Y'all excuse me, what's going on. I'm sorry, y'all. Stormy have said so many times that we make it in-house. And I used to say all the time, if you make it in-house, if you have such a big warehouse, number one, I don't see no kind of machine that you're making it with. And you got all these defects. Back at Black Friday, she had made a whole new line of stuff. That vanilla stuff came out looking like vanilla abstract that you get from the store, which is you put in your food and make it have like a brown tint to it, and it's supposed to be white and creamy, but it was white and it was brown and liquidy, and people are breaking out. So I'm like, if you make, and people are saying, well, oh, it smell like this, that, and the other. Like Mel say, it's Crisco oil and vegetable oil, basically. So she was trying to say it was made in house. And I kept saying, if your stuff is made in house, why don't you go ahead and go fix it? All you gotta do is fix your ingredients. Whoever's making it, okay, adjust this, you need more of this, more of that. But now you're saying, oh, we got this big 500-pound machine. Y'all say it was made over in China, and we want to show you that it was meant. First of all, it's a new machine. And until I see that machine with the labels coming off of it, they say Canvas Beauty with them little kid labels you got. And until I see the product being pushed down into the in the jar, going down the conveyor belt, and which we know is brand spanking new, and you could be in somebody else's building because we see the clear people over there that's making it. I'm like, quit trying to play in my face because I think too much. I mean, I say nothing, but when you show me something, my mind get to working overtime. So I'm sitting thinking, okay, all of a sudden, after what she been on the show 5-6 years, now all of a sudden you gonna show us where your stuff's being made in house. But my thing is, don't start right there because all you showing me is how the jars are filled and how the labels, and so I want to send me over there where they making the product. Just like when Mel go and show her chemist, she shows the little, the stuff being mixed. Let me see that part at least, because until the end, I'm gonna think you're a lie. Yep. The only thing I'm gonna think you did was get somebody to make that product up for you from China, and you pour it over in your little thing, and it dispenses itself in there. Because I still don't see it being made in house. You showing me how it's gonna be labeled and jarred in house. I still don't believe you. Sorry. Everybody want to think this, that about me, and I do, and I will. Ain't gonna continue to until you show me that you tell the truth. So, like Mel was telling her, at the table, that it's from Alibaba. Cause you still can buy product from somebody, and you still not make it. But I feel like if you're making your own stuff, you know whether it's good or not. Duh. Hello. Oh, I got 111 people watching. Y'all know 111 is the angel number. So I'm thinking she must think I'm stupid. I ain't. I got up a day early. That Miss Dot said, instead of pulling herself in debt, she has more business sense. Cause the thing is, while you buying that 500-pound thing, you are no longer on TikTok. Because that's where you was really making your money at. So now you are really self-selling this stuff. I ain't saw her in nobody's store. I live in South Carolina. And I did not know about Canvas Beauty, hadn't heard about it or none of that until she got on Love and Marriage Huntsville. If I go in Walmart right now, she ain't on the shelves here. I mean, so you had your hair product in here. Where are your body? Where is this little and Pellery spray? I mean, when I get my butter over in the cold section of the grocery, I don't see your body glaze over there. Cause I mean, next month you got to refrigerate it. I feel like you ain't got to refrigerate stuff like that. And so it's not over there between the Shed Spread Country Crock and I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, so it's not in Walmart. That's all I can tell you. And Peace and Love and Prayer said you can go in a dairy and make a video of operation and call it yours. Thank you. And see, Peace and Love and Prayers. I was talking to a student yesterday when I saw that. And I told a student about that video, and I told her, I said, She could be in anybody's place filming. You know, you could go on a field trip and they let you film the process of something being made. So I'm sitting there thinking, girl, bye. Until I see your workers. And she could have brought that little brown boy that was over there, you know, her, because you know her little people hood. She could have brought him with her and say, look, when we get the video right here, I want you to stand right here and look like you're doing something right over here so we can just act like this is our stuff. Cause you know how we do it, man. Cause you know what? We real. We keep it real over here. We 100. No, you zero. Take away the one, the other zero, and you zero. That's it. You are nobody. Trying to tell everybody about somebody that's not Stormy. So I'm like, girl, quit playing people face. Um, Tamika said, did you see Mel packing with the purse on? Mel, when I tell you she is a go-getter, cause the way I like to take naps, I don't even know if I could work for Mel. Mel, go online, go to California, be on TikTok 8 and 9 hours like a job. Cause I think the last TikTok she had, I was on there with her like I worked for her. Instead of tapping the screen, honey, I took a nap one time and woke up and she was still on there. She will go do that, get on the plane, go back home to Alabama, probably just sleeping on the plane, go back home from California to Alabama and start working and packing orders. And she say, you get it today, it's shipped tomorrow. I think I got my last product that I just ordered. She packed it and shipped it Sunday. I think it was here Tuesday or Wednesday. The girl is amazing. Cause I'm telling you, I would have came home, told the kids we're gonna get something good to eat, and we're gonna go in here and lay down my rest today. No, Mel, she staying on business to do especially exactly what she's supposed to. Sonya said Stormy is having a TikTok live on the same day as Mel. She like to do that. One thing about Stormy came on here trying to really portray herself as being, a supporter of Melody, but she was not. Stormy want to be in competition with somebody. You can't be in competition with somebody where you don't compare. You get on here and you think, oh, I'm this, that, and I'm the other. And my thing is, a lot of times, if we would stay in our lane, and I say this so often, if all of us would, if I say, if I get in me a lane, Auntie Greta get in her lane, a Stoop get in a lane, and Mama Rose get in a lane, and we all head to the same destination, we may not all be going at the same speed. I can be going 80 miles an hour. Auntie Greta could go 70. Stoop could go 15. Mama Rose could go 100. But we will still end up at the same place. But you got to get in your lane and do what works for you. Here I am. I'm a content creator. I make cartoons. That works for me. You do what works for you. What makes you happy? What makes your subscriber happy? And my thing was Stormy, what makes your customers happy? And because you're so busy trying to compete against Melody, you fall short every time because you want to go up here and feel like I'm better than everybody else, and I want to do this, and I got to hire her to do this. And why not do it better together? If me and you can find a way to make this thing shake, show me some tricks that you got to help me, I can show you something to help you. Hey, life would be sweeter, but she don't like that. She don't like that. Auntie Girl said 100 watch and share, subscribe, please do. I'm going on down, y'all. I still said not little brown boy. Yeah, you saw, I said little brown boy because when my daughter was in school, I said, you got any black people in your class? Said, no, we got a little brown boy. I said, okay then. Miss Mary said from there I heard she no longer on TikTok. And I don't think she is. If she's doing TikTok any kind of way, she's doing it from Alabama. She don't get to go to California no more. Because I think the last one she did that she called was so big, Stormy was at her warehouse in Alabama when she did that. Y'all, every time I say Alabama, I sound so country. I'm gonna stop saying that word. So she was over at her place in Alabama doing her TikTok live. Whereas now, every time Mel does her TikTok live, she's in California. And see, Stormy thought when she started going to California and doing TikTok live, she made it big. And she probably did because she had Clear Cow with her helping her. But see, he ain't there no more. You don't never bite the hand that feeds you. When the hand started to feed you, you don't bite it off. You just open your mouth and let it keep feeding you. And this man was trying to grow her business. And whether she hood rich, she got that hood mentality that I'm rich and now that I got where I need to be, I'm successful. I can make it on my own. If you could have, you wouldn't have had your business to fail twice if you could do it on your own. When a parent feed a baby, the baby don't bite the mama hand off. They sit there with their mouth open and keep getting fed. And I wish Stormy would get to that place in life where she said, I'm gonna keep being fed. And Miss Carla, hello, how you doing? She said Stormy is having a TikTok live, but you are charging $100. But girl, ma'am, bye. Why? Because I think her perfume was gonna be like 120, 150. Girl, you not in the mall or nothing. She had like she's somebody big. Okay, you just Stormy. Stay in your lane. You just Stormy. You ain't nobody else. My word says she's working with TikTok at home, and that's the only place she could be because I don't think she's allowed because TikTok lost money behind her with having to pull that whole line. I think she pulled out 16 body glazes, 16 different things that she had just came out with. And that's what she go wrong too. When you up here, you don't try to come out with 16 new things. Like Mel, I hate to compare them to, but that's where you're gonna see a difference at. Mel will drop two different things. Stormy drops watermelon, donut, chitlins, dressing, macaroni and cheese, raspberry, blueberry, all that kind of stuff. Stuff that don't make sense. And then you want to change the name. And I'm sitting there thinking you don't do that at one time. That's why you fail. And Tanika said Sweet Essence, she's still there, but lately she hasn't been sponsored by TikTok. Because you got to do it on her own. Miss Butterfly said, hey, Britt, chat to Miles, hello. And Peace, Love, and Prayer says, I challenge Stormy to compare Canvas to Kaleidoscope products and marketing of beauty products for the U.S. Peace, Love, and Prayers. Yesterday, again, I was talking to Stu. Y'all know Stu that's my friend. That's my auntie. But we was talking about yesterday because she had mentioned to me that Storm is supposed to be giving away 2 cars. How? Why? With what? If you just not saying you bought this 5,000 pound machine and you finna give away 2 cars, what are you gonna give away? Lemons? Now Kaleidoscope back at Christmas when Judy did the 12 days of Christmas, she got 2 cars. She got the cars, everything paid for the cars. She brought the people out to where the car was at. The people, the 2 ladies too, that won, they got their car. We saw them get their car. We saw them get in their car and drive off. If Stormy is giving away anything, she gonna make it seem like them little workers that she got gonna get in the car if we even see it and drive off. Stormy, she ain't got no money to give away no cars. She ain't got no money to give her no cars. Stu said TikTok got rid of Tinker when she got behind 2,000 orders behind. And that's the problem now. She ain't got no packing power. You go up here, I got all these orders, but y'all ain't getting them out. But look at all the orders that Mel got. She ain't got but what? 3 workers? 4, including her? You got a whole heap of people that you keep saying, I hired all these people. But yet still you get behind on your orders. And then when you get behind, people are not getting their money back. They're not getting their money back or their product. And then your shipping product, you got to email me. Let me tell you something. I can't stand an order from nobody. I got to email you. And a lot of times y'all don't check your emails because you, like her, she don't have a human resource or a customer service department to check it. So I ain't gonna never get my stuff. I ain't even fooling with her. And Stu said she's doing that because now Mel got the top spot and will have the top spot and continue to stay right there at the top. Tamika said Stormy came to the show thinking she could compete. How's that gonna work? How they work out for you? It's not, because Bullface Betty, her mama, was not gonna allow that to happen. Her mama had the mentality that Stormy can get on here and she could be the star. Stormy is a 25 watt bulb and Mel is 100. You will never be a star. You ain't gonna shine bright enough. You like that bulb to go over your stove for your little kitchen light. That's it. Her mama wanted her to be somebody big, thinking she gonna get on here and make things shake and she gonna come out on top. You can never come out on top of somebody else's show. That was not her vision, nor was that her show. Mel allowed her to get on there, and then you got on here under pretense of telling lies. Because in my opinion, I feel like she knew Hotel and Slaw over there. Because Slaw would be at her business talking about her cousin working there. That's probably one of her little side pieces. And probably on that he don't put a little bug in Slaw ear. Hey, tell your boo, your babe about my cousin over here. She want to be on the show. She got a business. So she went on there, a little pillow talk. All you gotta do is give a man some good, and they fall for the okie doke. And I told him, hey, babe, look, my friend I be picking up, my other side piece besides you. He got a cousin, right? She got this big old thing, and she wanna be on the show. You think you can get her a little spot on the show, babe? Cause if you do me right, I won't ask for no Skittles for a week. I promise you. I won't ask no Skittles and no soda, and the baby he don't need no juice box or no oodles and noodles. If you could just do this one thing for me, boo. That's it. Just one thing. I love you. I love you, boo. And you got him over here. This fool. Okay, I'm gonna go see what I can do for her. And that was it. That's it. That's all. Because all you gotta do is a little pillow talk with Martell. We know he's slow. I mean, hello. So that's how she got on this show. And her mama thought, okay, I'm gonna be big and not. So Tamika said with the money she was holding from the back orders, she could be done build her something else. That's why people ain't getting their money. And their merch, cause Stormy take that money. Last Mother's Day, she went out here and got an old that cyber truck. That's that money that people ain't getting their product with. And she ain't giving it back. That's how they got the cyber truck. And the Stoop said, this is why we don't let her outside. Who? You don't let who outside, Stoop? And Christine said that Gucci purse she gave Destina was probably fake too, just like her and her egg donor. They fake. They phony. Cause they sit over there in chats and talk about Mel like a dog. But my thing is, what I don't get too with Bullface Betty, say the strongest warrior, Miss Van is not doing this to your child. Why would you do this to hers? She ain't around here talking about your child like no dog. Why you want to sit here talk about her child like a dog? And she ain't doing nothing wrong, but doing her bit. She is doing her bit. She working out her house. She making sense. Because when tax time came, Melanie was able to use it on her taxes. I use my home as a business, and Stormy over there paying taxes on the building. She ain't getting no money back from it. She giving taxes to the state of Alabama for that building, and she'll move to a bigger White House, so now she got to give them their money back. Diamond Diva said Portland Cloud is giving away 2 cars during her event. Girl, I want to see these 2 cars. I need to see this person get it. I need to see them ride off and get it. And I don't want nobody from Alabama to win them cars. So that's all I can say on that one. Ms. Dot said, look who her mama is. She has a lot of growing up to do. All their parents, it seem like they got a lot of growing up to do. I don't know why they won't. And Miss Mary said Mel is up there in heavens with God and Stormy Baba. I don't know why before. Yeah. Like I think I said this too. I said, yeah, honey. She just go take the elevator to the bottom floor, hang a left, then a quick right, and go to hell. Because that's what's gonna happen. Because they playing in people's face. Peace, love, and prayer says Stormy tote bag is proof enough that she white labels from Alibaba trying to sell a 99-cent tote for $100. It's the level of deceit she's willing to go to. No credibility, and nobody want that. If I'm gonna go buy something, I want the real thing. I don't want I love Coach purses. Coach is my my number one love. So hey, listen, my birthday May the 13th, and I'm taking gifts all of May, and I start announcing April the 13th. So y'all know. So I like Coach. I'm just kidding, but Coach is my number one store. And I like to go in the store and see the real. I like to go in there to the real Coach store, see the real coaches, not in the back of nobody's trunk. And see, Stormy trying to take all this stuff and pass it off and say it's mine. But then but see what she don't think about too. It's the quality of stuff, not the quantity. I can buy 100 things if the quality ain't good, it ain't gonna make no difference. You got so many people over on TikTok that's complaining about her products. It's this, it's that. This one girl showed where it had spores in it, which is bacteria. I'm not gonna pay no $25 for something and I don't use it one time and come back a month later. It's growing a whole fern in there. It's got daisies and roses in there pushing up out the bottom of the thing. And you know if you get that little donuts in here, you got donuts just growing in your stuff. Girl, bye. It's absolutely ridiculous. Auntie Greta, you should be proud of me because it's an hour 11 minutes, baby. I'm still here. And so you said Stormy is lying about those cards, just like she said she gave away $50,000. And still to this day, we ain't saw who got the $50,000. We waiting. I'm trying to see who got it. And Diamond Humby said we're still waiting for the winners of the giveaway. Yes, we are. And Mama Rose said Stormy Baba just want people to come to her live and try to make Mel look bad, but Mel is not worried. If anybody hear me loud and clear, don't go over there. Cause just like them people didn't get their first giveaway $50,000, you're not gonna get a car. You've been better off going to Kaleidoscope and trying to win that one. So ain't nobody getting no car going over to the mail where you're gonna get your stuff on time because the shipping policy with her, mail say order today, ship out tomorrow. 4 or 5 days you got your stuff. Stormy stuff has taken over a week and a half. I looked at the numbers one time to get delivered. But y'all, I hope let's see. I don't want to miss nobody. Y'all know I love y'all. Auntie Greta said, I'm so proud of you, Britt. 71 minutes. You 1 hour live. You got this, and you, baby. You know I've been on dip that a long time ago. You know I'll be dipping out quick. Queen Speaks TV said, Britt, I love the Last Supper. It was awesome. Hey Miss CC, she said my birthday is 4/11. I'll take a Coach bed too. Yes, I love Coaches. The material is so sturdy. So I wouldn't buy no Coach from Stormy. By the time I get from here to the front door, my handles are off my bag and I'm gonna be pissed off. Oh my bag, can I say that word? I'm gonna be peed off. Peace Love says Stormy is exposed by Kyle and her spending, cooking the books, taking the money, and not sending customers product. She should have kept Kyle. One thing I wouldn't do is get somebody that is able to look at my stuff and see what I'm doing wrong and going wrong and what I'm stealing from people and fire them. I wouldn't. Baby, he'll still be working there. I don't care if he had to be working as a janitor. He'll still be right there. I'm like, I gotta demote you. But you still here. I ain't gonna let you go. Cause he know too much of your business now. And when you go to jail and what she had to do, pay him off. Pay him off. Lost half that money that she thought she had. But y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all up long. Again, I thank everybody for coming by. And I'm glad that y'all have liked the Last Suppers. Thank y'all for the comments. They make me feel good and let me know that what my work that I do is not going in vain and that y'all are enjoying the videos and laughter is good for the soul. I realize that, and if anybody's saying anything, I know that Mel does not say bad words, but Britt does. So in Britt mind, Britt is saying what Mel want to do because I felt like on this last reunion, let me bedazzle me a warm-up suit. I put a little diamonds and pearls on there and put me some little tennis shoes on. I know how to bedazzle tennis shoes too. I have put some diamonds on my daughter's shoe before. I bedazzle my shoes and come on up there and go to work. Let you sit back and keep it cute and be pretty and jump on some of these folk up here. Let me get them. You do your best work over here. But y'all, I'm glad that y'all have liked the Last Supper. I am going to sit down and look at Stormy movie on Tubi. So if y'all want to, I'm gonna go. I think me and the Stoop will talk about that. But I also want to look at turning that into a cartoon. It depends on how many moving parts because This is a lot. And y'all, sorry, I know I was supposed to head out yesterday. Let me apologize. I meant to say that earlier. I apologize for the head out yesterday, but I have not. I've been on the weather, so I had to take a day of just kind of sitting back and getting my body back and my lungs back to where they need to be. But you know, I don't like to complain, and I ain't gonna start today. Miss Dot said, I enjoyed your live, Britt. Thank you so much. Auntie Greta say after this video, Britt will post all the merch for the order on her community wall. I will after this live, y'all. I'll post a picture of the t-shirts. If you want to get one, email me or DM me. I will get started on these t-shirts. Just give me a time to order my stuff. I'll order my stuff in bulks. Well, no, don't even worry about it. I'll have it done. And Miss Christian, thank you very much for letting me subscribe and then enjoy. You're welcome. Anybody welcome on Britt's blog. On Britt's blog, we're gonna always have laughter, and it's gonna be peaceful over here. So I'm gonna get back into this video, y'all. I'm gonna play it one more time for those that are late that may want to see this again. So let's jump back into this, and y'all can watch the finale of the Last Supper. Let's get back into this.
Hey y'all, it's me again, Sister Got Body. When I tell you, just call Melody, the cleanup woman, because she's out here cleaning these holes up. Y'all know she started with Tuna Cat and Destina, then the Side Piece Coalition, Kimmy and Trish, and now the Backstabbers, Nell and Stormy. And she also has 2 bonus clips. Let's get into this.
Hey, this Nell. How are you doing?
Hey, Mel. It's so good to see you. How have you been doing?
I'm good, but I don't know how good it is going to be to see me after this conversation. Stormy, how are you?
Hey, Belle, long time no see. You got me wondering, what is this unexpected dinner all about?
Okay, pump your brake. You are soon gonna find out. Well, ladies, I've met with Tuna Cat, that's Lord Death Thema, the Side Piece Coalition, and now the Backstabbers. You are all of my enemies. Like I told the ladies earlier, God has prepared this table before me in the presence of my enemy long enough. This is the final Last Supper.
You know, when the both of you came on the show, I thought you were going to be different. I thought you really were my friends. But at the end of the day, like Maya Angelou said, when they show you who they are, believe them.
Melody, I can't believe that you are sitting here in my face calling me a backstabber.
Miss Mel, no, you have really disappointed me. Because at this big AARP car age, you have said time and time again that we are friends. We're friends, yet you have been a backstabber to me.
Melody, what do you mean? I was your friend. I am your friend.
You said it right the first time. You was my friend. As couples, we would hang together, we would laugh together, we would just cry together and just have so much fun. But before you became a full-time cast member, you were truly my friend. But now that old saying, ain't no fool like an old fool, that's you. Miss Nell, the way you were whining and crying about being a mentor as if you was getting a check. First of all, you need to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. You have kids over there you need a mentor. You have them going to jail, having mental issues themselves. And let's talk about your stepdaughter. She is doing a 20-part series about how horrible her dad and her stepmama is. So you need to get that together before you try to mentor anybody. What type of mother are you to let an old, fluid-out cougar pass around horror like Dustina to date your son?
Mel, now you're going too far. My son is grown. I cannot help who he likes. No, I don't like him being with Dusty, but there's nothing I can do.
Miss Nell, let's look at this. Let's look at the word mentor.
Mentor, advise, or train someone, especially a younger colleague. Both trainees were expertly mentored by a site supervisor.
Okay, let's look at the word counselor.
Counselor, a person trained to give guidance on personal, social, or psychological problems. A marriage counselor.
You were my counselor with me and my baby daddy. You were not my mentor.
Okay, listen to the definitions. Maybe I was a counselor and not a mentor. I apologize.
So looking at the definitions, you were a supposedly counselor, which you did a bad job at because me and my baby daddy are no longer together. You wanted me to be that fool that you were to stay there with him because you waited for Fletcher for over a year. But it's a different story. I was not going to allow him to continue to cheat on me and plus have a baby on the side. He probably stayed with Fletcher because you know it's your karma. Because isn't it how you got him by being a side piece? I might should have put you in a side piece coalition because you are a backstabbing side piece.
I am not a side piece.
And you, Stormy, since you think everything is so funny over there, you are up next.
Bitch, you ain't gonna talk to me the way you talk to Miss Nell.
You at home with your sound bowls and crystals trying to act like you one with the universe when all along you a two-headed snake. We both have success with businesses, and we could have came together and made money. But we could have done nothing with bull-faced Betty, your mama always ending groups talking about me. When we first met and we was talking about businesses and everything, I really thought we was going to do good together. When we went to the little Galentine's tea and you about to box this me, I really thought you had my back. But then when I go on sabbatical like I do all the time, during the breaks, you get mad and come back. You were only trying to find a reason to be mad because when I tried to slam you, you didn't listen. You reached out to me. I didn't reach out to you. And then you didn't tell me that you knew my baby did it. It's brace-faced baby mama because you knew you wouldn't have been on this show.
Melody, I think you're just jealous of me.
Let me make this clear. I would never be jealous of anybody that made eggs and roast repellent. Out of Crisco on and vegetable oil. Stormy, one of your biggest downfall is going to be say the strongest warrior, your mama. She's always talking about me working at my house. I work smarter, not harder. You have more to 3 or 4 buildings. People are not getting their product or their money. Your product is defected. We have yet to see how you make your product. I guess if we go to Alibaba.
My stuff is not from Alibaba. I make it in-house like I said. You the one sit here always want to show your chemist. I don't have to show how I make my product. Don't worry about me.
Baby, ain't nobody worried about I can't believe it's not butter. Over there. I like my butter on my bread, not on my body. You really are not a good friend because if you were, you would have Destina over there in her broom closet. Sell those 4 products that she has. Miss Nell, my final important words to you. First of all, grow up. You are hanging with people that are almost your kids' age. And you're talking about being a mentor. How are you mentoring them in the club? And next, I never thought the day would come that we would not be friends. We were always that we hung out, we laughed, we did so much together. But the love of money is the root of all evil. And I see that you would do anything for $1 to be on a TV show. Stormy, you're next. One thing I would say, you should have kept Clear Kyle because he helped turn your business around and get you on the map. But you have a hood-rich mentality that gives you nowhere in life or business. I would have helped you because I like to see everybody win. And you tried to use my slogan, they're not like us. No, you're not like us. All I can say to you is, hi-ho, get back. Now that my journey is over on Kiss My Assville, it's now time for me to give this table. And all I can say to y'all is bye, you backstabbing bitches. Hey, Sonny, it's so good to see you. How are you doing?
Hey, Mel. I'm doing good. It's good to see you. How are you?
You know, I'm doing good. I feel better. I had to give a few go-to-hell messages, but that's not with you. Sonny, I just want you to know that I appreciate you for being your authentic self. You came on this show where you got thrown on the show and have went to hell with Destina, with you and Moses, but you kept it cute. So I wanted to take this time and let you know that I appreciate you for being real and standing on business the whole time you been on the show and not flipping.
Mel, thank you for such kind words. Yes, it was hard coming from behind the camera to being on camera, especially dealing with a thought box. But I had to get to know people for themselves. So that's what I wanted to do, get to know you for you. And thank you for allowing me to come on this show and just to be around.
You know, I will be getting with you for us to do some different projects because we are going to win together. Because one thing, they are not like us.
You are definitely right about that. They are not like us and will never be like us.
Before I go, I want to give honors to one of the most transparent people that I know, and that's Kiki Jabar. Kiki's life was the open book here on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She was a testimony to so many people. Regardless of how people think I felt about Kiki, I loved Kiki. Kiki was my friend and she was my friend till the end. So I want to take this time to honor her life and her legacy through this video that Britt made.
I shall wear a crown when it's all over. Yes, when it's all over. Oh, I shall see his face. I shall see his face. One day I will. When it's all over, I can't wait to get there. When it's all over, I shall wear a crown. Yes, I will. I shall.
I come to you today with the question of the day. Why do sometimes when we know that God has put a gift on the inside of us, why do we hide it? Why are we scared and fearful to share it with the world? Even after He has confirmed it to us time after time after time again, and you ignore it time after time after time again. Self-doubt often leads to self-pity. And if you don't move, then nothing happens. You know the saying, make some shake. Make it shake. Shake it fast. It reminds me of, you know how when you're fussing at a kid about something over and over and over again, like, you know, my 12-year-old, I don't get why he doesn't get certain things. Why do I have to tell him the routine when he comes in the house? Don't pull your shoes off and put them on the floor over and over and over again. It is so frustrating. It's like, why don't you get it? And it makes you just kind of, you know, sometimes want to go upside the head. Sometimes I think that's how God feels with us. It's like, why don't you get it? I put this on the inside of you. I've told you what you were supposed to do. I've confirmed it through several sources, several times, and you still won't move. Why are you scared? What are you fearing? Why are we so scared to put ourselves out there and dare to be different? Dare to try to be who we were meant to be? Why? Sometimes I think that God says to us, if you don't move, then I won't push you to move. But if you do, just take a step, I'll push you in the right direction. And before you know it, you'll be running. And a lot of times we know that and we still are too fearful to do it. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Have faith. He is the know-all of know-all, right? So if He put something on the inside of you, then that means that He gave you the tools that it takes to bring it into manifestation. He gave you what it takes. You already have it. You possess it on the inside. You just have to use it. Bring it up. Stir up the gift and use it so that He can bless it. But He can't bless what's not moving. Take a step forward. Have faith. Kiki. Note to self. Have a great evening.
to be absent from this body is to be present with the Lord. And one day we see you again. We love you and we miss you. Mwah.
Shall I tell you, we finally made it to the end. Y'all, don't cry. I'll still be out here in the YouTube streets. Don't worry about it. But I hope you enjoyed it. And again, Kiki, we miss you and we love you. Rest easy, baby.
All right, y'all, I'm back. I can't see my thing move. Okay, there you go. Before I go, I want to hit a few more comments before I go. I don't want to miss nobody. So Stephanie said, Britt, you are truly talented, CC, and I have asked all the millimeters to view and share your channel. Tay put out a short video about shut up. I did say earlier, I don't know if you was in here earlier, that I will be I put on my community wallet shirt if anybody wants to order one. And she said those lips and that nose. When I tell you I had to laugh at myself, when I did a close-up of Stormy, I said, boy, them lips and them nose is on point. I said, Britt, you did your good work on that one. But yeah, I had to laugh at it myself. Going down, y'all. I'm trying to get out of here. Karen said, girl, Stormy should put it to work. You just showed the machine, so that was up. That's all she did was show the machine. We ain't see. That's why I say until I see a label, until I see the product go into the bottle and the label and it says Canvas Beauty and not Alibaba, I ain't gonna believe it. Ms. Dot said, I cried when Kiki passed. I thought she was a beautiful woman. Tisha was jealous of Kiki. Like, Tisha is jealous of everybody because one to make like that. If you better than Kiki, you smarter than Kiki, she don't like you. Karen said, I love the reads of Melanie, Mel, and Stormy. Everything Mel wanted to say, she just probably couldn't say it right then. Use those words. I got you covered, Mel. You hear this video, Mel? I got you covered, boo. Mama Rose said Tisha's jealous because Kiki had a fan base. She didn't. Kiki was transparent. That's why people like Kiki, because she showed her authentic self and who she was, and she was smart. She's a professor. And Miss CC said, in my opinion, it's so shameful the way Kiki was treated. She wasn't extending grace the others seemed to get for no apparent reason. And one of the main reasons why they didn't like Kiki wouldn't turn on Mel. If you would turn on Mel, Kiki would have been treated like a queen. But she wouldn't treat her like they do. Mama says, I really didn't like the way CK treated Kiki at the reunion. I don't like the way he treat nobody. This man don't like women at all. And baby girl 19 says she should be her man. So y'all, I thank everybody for coming through and spending time with me. Stu says thank you to everyone who came through. And with that coming through, please hit the like button. So y'all, make sure y'all like the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. And again, like I said earlier, if you want to be a blessing to my channel, Cash App, $sign on Britt's blog, Super Sugar, and shout out and big thanks to everyone who gave out who was it? Let me go back because I don't want to miss nobody. To Peach and Cream, who gave out a membership. To Diamond Diva, who gave out 5 memberships. And Miss Peach, she gave out 3 memberships. And Ramel for joining my channel. And Christine for joining. Thank y'all so much for joining. Thank y'all, because y'all don't have to, but y'all do. And if anything y'all don't know, I appreciate it. If you give me a penny, I'm appreciate that because I might be short on some taxes. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all know I've been in here for a while. Y'all count us a blessing because I don't know how long that's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen again. But anyway, thank y'all to everybody for coming through. Tell your friends and neighbors about this video. It's up. Everybody want to know it is finally up. I did it. So y'all, I love y'all. Have an amazing day, weekend on purpose. Be safe out here in these streets. Again, I love y'all. Have a great day on purpose.
She got the news.